Okay, I have no understanding what happened there. Okay, I have no understanding what happened there. Excuse me for the technical difficulties. I have no understanding for why the stream dropped out. We will be continuing and we will be playing the playoffs. So thank you for the likes, Rob's edits. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. I just looked up and it was like stream ended. I was like, well, what? Grub edits, thank you for the likes, thank you for the likes. I don't know what happened. Just died. I have no idea what went on there. Just flopped out for some apparent reason. Grub edits, thank you for the likes, thank you for the likes, thank you for being a value part of the community. YHAM5750, thank you for the likes, thank you for the likes, thank you for starting to stream off of likes. Okay, Devin Bush is a very good player. He wants historic championships, warm weather state, and we don't have none of that. But he is a very great will side linebacker. He has great play recognition, good zone coverage, and he can tackle and put people on the ground. He would make a very good choice. I don't think there's any like superstar guys besides Matt Milano and Fusaid, and both of them are very older in age. So I would say swing big. Look at Devin Bush. See what you can get. If you can get T.J. Watt, excuse me, if you could get him straight up for DK Metcalf, I'd take that trade. Okay, they want a little bit more than probably what I'm willing to offer, because all I'm willing to come up off of is a fifth. Okay, so that's not going to work. And then there's Ivan Pace. Ivan is a 25-year-old. They say he's going to be a future starter. He wants to be top of the depth chart. He's currently 2. He doesn't like that. He wants an income tax state, which we don't have, and a warm weather state. So he will not actually like being here as well. So that's not necessarily a smart trade. Who do I have at will side linebacker? I have Isaiah, and all the other linebackers are doing their job. Let me ask you this. What's the will side linebacker? YHAM5750. Grub added. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for destroying the likes. I greatly appreciate it. Can't believe it. We had a nice weight training. It dropped out, Wiggins. I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea what happened. What's the will side linebackers looking like this year? Like, is there gonna be like a good couple linebackers, or are they all lightweights? Okay, we got round 1 through 2, round 1, and round 1 through 2. So it's not going to be a lot of will side linebackers this year. What is Isaiah going to end up being? Isaiah's going to end up becoming probably a good will side linebacker. He's top 16, pretty good. I could use another will side linebacker at that position. Zach Bond is literally the best in the NFL currently right now, so you have number 1 in his situation. And then you have a young Devin Bush, who's only 1 year below Zach Bond. But then you have Davon Henley, who is an 86. Let's see what he got. Star. He's actually a normal. I don't normally trade for normals like that. But he looks like he can maybe do the job. Then you have Tremaine Edmonds. I would be trading DK Metcalf to the Bears for Tremaine Edmonds if I did that. His motivation and tags are big market, Super Bowl chance, and historic championships. So he would work out very well. He can hit and put people on the ground, which I really want to happen. He's currently 28 years old, 8 years in the league. Yeah, he's 28 years. Hold on 1 second, I got something on my computer. He's 28 years old, 8 years in the league. I want to go younger. I don't want to move, sideways. I want to move up. There's Matt Milano. He is 32 years old, 9 years in the league, superstar. And then there's Fusaid. I might be able to do it straight up for Fusaid to bring him back for DK Metcalf because they're looking for a wide receiver, and then I could do maybe a pick because I'm asking. Oh, well, they have T.J. Watt too. would they do? I mean, if I could get Fusade and TJ back for one of the first round picks I have, I'm willing to do that because I have the number 5 pick in this year's draft. I don't know why I dropped out, Manny. I have no idea. The number 5 pick in this year's draft, and 18 and 21. So if they're willing to do it for, say, DK Metcalf and a 21, I'll take them both back. Okay, so you would want like a higher pick, huh? What about 18? Okay. They feel like they would want another player. Somebody really else I'm really comfortable with coming up off of like that. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else I'm really willing to come up off of as a player. Especially because, you know what? Let's see if we can work it better in our favor because TJ is probably going to end up retiring. So let's see if we can get that number 1 pick off of him. Okay, yeah, they want to hold on to that number 1. That's understandable. What about your number 1 and 28? Okay. So you don't want to come up off a first to pick up DK. That's understandable. Okay. What's Fusade at? Fusade, he's about to be 8 years in the league as well, so you're kind of taking the same risk as you would with a TJ Watt. I think the picks are more valuable than the outright player, especially when he's older. So if we did, say, Fusade for me to help in my linebacker position and say 2 seconds. Okay. How about your late second and a third? Okay. How about your late second and a fourth? Okay. So we were able to trade DK Metcalf for a superstar will side linebacker, a second round pick, and a fourth. I'm okay with that trade. McGee has stepped up to be a great player on the team. I am a fan of DK Metcalf, but at the same time, DK was not going to see the roster. He was not going to see the field with all these wide receivers that we have already in the building. We currently have 5 wide receivers. Typically, you can always put a tight end at that position if you have to. So, yeah, the new slot wide receiver will be McGee, who I think is doing a great job. He's doing it as an 86. And then for the linebacker position at will, we will be bringing up my man Fusade, who's back. And then we're going to bring him up over Isaiah, so that strengthens the defense. Linebackers are very hard to find nowadays. Yeah, and then we're good. I don't think there's anybody else we need to worry about. We can move on. With DK, they gave me like a second, right? Let me see something. So if I gave y'all like a basic player, you give me back DK? That's how much. I swear they don't have no value on these older players for nothing. The line is no. That's what I'm saying. There's nobody really that I would move. JOK has a problem being on the bench. He does not necessarily like being on the bench. I think because he's not number 1, he has a problem with that, right? Yeah, he wants to be number 1. If he's not number 1, then he's gonna have a problem. Whereas Leo Chenal is almost 90, and Leo likes historic championships and big markets. So he's cool not worrying about being number 1. So that's a good position to keep right there. 1 second, got a new message here. Oh, we about to find out who got MVP of the season. In one short moment, we will be finding out who got number 1 of the season. Let me ask you this. Who is in the top 5 this year's draft? Like, cause I have number 5. So who is top 5? A left tackle, a left edge. Who they're saying the left edge is up there. It's really just a speed rusher. He's not even top 5. A quarterback. Hold on 1 second. Dang, Abdul Carter just got hurt in practice. Wow. Ortiz is a right tackle who I don't need. A left tackle who I can get better left tackles and right tackles in the draft. I mean, in the practice squad from free agency. And this left edge isn't nothing, and I don't need this quarterback. So how I look at it is, if you were willing to say, give me back DK Metcalf and TJ Watt, I'll give you the 5th back because y'all need the 5th more than I do. So let's see about that. TJ Watt And where is he? And I still have, like, what, 2 more picks? Something like that? Yeah, I'd be willing to do that. It's all up to y'all, though. You know, it's all up to y'all. Okay? If I put a second with it. Okay, and then y'all would probably need a player, right? You know, in my opinion, because JOK wants to start, I can start Leo Chenal. I'll give you JOK. JOK is good, but, you know, these players I like more. Okay. Halfway there. Let's see what other picks we got. How about a fourth? Okay, if I put a fifth along with it. Okay, so I need like a free agency player and we can make the. There's nobody in. It's like one of those, like, there's no